Ladies and gentlemen, I am Yuzril. Welcome once again to the world of Warcraft. And indeed, welcome once again to the Shadowlands prologue. This is week 2 of 2. The actual expansion goes live, well, it's the 18th at the time of recording. And 4 days and about 6 hours, give or take. Less by the time you're listening to this, of course. So, we're back up in Icecrown at the Argent Tournament Grounds, and Crusader Wren has the next stage of the quest for us. A new foothold. We're going up to the forward camp and heading to take the fight to the Scourge. What could possibly go wrong? Indeed, let's get moving. Boop. I would point out that no one has yet addressed the fact that there is a giant hole in the sky, but maybe we'll get to that this week. It's the kind of thing you think everybody would point out. Or is that just me? Maybe. Maybe I'm the only person in the entirety of Azeroth who happens to, look up. It certainly took Anduin by surprise, and Matthias. And probably a few others as well. I wonder who else has gone missing over on the Horde side. Not that I particularly care, but it's the Horde. I'm sure they'll find an excuse to start another war in an expansion or 3. And here we are coming in on the Ironwall Ramparts. We left them here last week, alive and well. Bets that they're all dead? No, they're not all dead.
Excellent work. Continue the investigations. We will see to this at once.
They survived a week in Icecrown. That is doing pretty well, it has to be said.
I serve.
Okay, the Cult of the Damned are at it again. How do they recruit with a name like that? I suppose back in the olden days, when the alternative was be a nameless peasant in Lordaeron and slave in the fields until you drop dead with only the comfort of the holy light to protect you, joining the Cult of the Damned and maybe becoming an immortal rotting corpse might have seemed like a good alternative. Or possibly not. They are all insane after all.
Stand true.
Alright, we have 2 to deal with. So, Cult Couture, we need to go get some clothes. Needless to say, the donors will not be willing. And while we're fighting for attention as well, free 5 Argent Hippogriff Riders from Aldathar. Okay.
Our paths will cross again.
The irony that we are bailing out the cavalry, as, the cavalry has probably not escaped anyone. Let's just toasty up at the bonfire. Not that toasty. And now that we have takeoff clearance, away we go. Before that Ice Worm decides to get ideas. Not that this debuff's really a big deal for me, because resounding protection, 30-second refresh on a absorb that's good for a couple of thousand. This does 400 damage every so often when it bothers to apply at all. Okay, Argent Hippogriff Riders, where are they? There they are. Excuse me, sir. I need to murder you and all your friends in the hopes that you've actually got the key. Ah, he has got the key. Wonderful. How do we unlock this? Chain, ball, cage. You know what? I'm just going to go and have a look over here. Or maybe I could actually look at the key. That might be an idea. Aha! Target the rider. Remove the key. That's a little bit different to the usual, but hey, read the instructions. It always helps. Right, smashy, smashy cultist. Smashy, smashy cultist. Hammers for everyone. That even works across multiple games. Oh, hi. Are you done? No, fine. Yes. I think you should go and look in the mirror. Oh wait, you can't, because you're dead. And he really is dead, just in a slightly more literal sense. You know what? I'm going to miss this ability. It works a bit better on the normal ones, especially when you've bunched them all up in front of you, but hey, it still works on the big ones as well. And they're both down. Wait, why does he have a key? You know what? I'm not even going to question it. Interestingly, right-clicking on that one did work. Huh. Strange. Really, who else wants them? Okay. Oh, you want some, do you, mate? Well, join the fun. Briefly. If you can keep up, you might even get some of the pocket change. we good? Apparently not. Right, let's go bust this guy out. Seems the dwarf decided that the pocket change was not enough and pegged it. And now the right click does work on that rate. How very strange. Oh well. Not gonna argue it. Let's just get ourselves some good old-fashioned justice. Totally not going a Viking on a bunch of undead. Yeah, let's not use the N-word, shall we? And no, I don't mean that one either. Firstly, it is a repulsive, illegal and slanderous accusation. And secondly, given the Forsaken, it might not even be that taboo anyway. Depending on your tastes, of course. That's 4, and rider number 5 is over there. And besides, I'm pretty sure if I do use that word, I am going to end up in trouble with YouTube. Maybe. Perhaps. Anyhow, Hippogriff riders freed. Cultists azerited. Small change stolen. Liberated. Take your pick. Right, next job, Cult Couture. We need to get a collaborator's hood and a collaborator's robe. And interestingly, thus far, nobody has actually had a useful supply of clothing. Then again, I suppose the bloodstains do rather ruin it. Oh, hi, you guys, however, apparently you have blood-resistant robes, which I would imagine is actually kind of useful in your line of work. I mean, laundry's a pain in this job, isn't it? Especially up here. You tried getting hot water in Iceground? Can't get a proper lather either.
Your death will be no different.
Oh, hey, Falric. Where are you? Oh. Can't be that far away if we're hearing his voice, but then again, it might be a zone-wide shout. Oh, well, let's just get on with it. As for these Dark Worshippers, I am moderately disappointed. True cultists do not need comfort mats when they are contemplating the mysteries of the void. Maybe they're just soft. They're certainly squishy, given the way they're going down. Right. Smashy, smashy face. And we're done. Robe and hood. Perfect. Right, back to the rampart. My guess is we're going undercover next. Quite how I'm going to hide the 5'6" flaming sword is another matter entirely. Actually, is that nearer to 6 foot? Depends. I wonder if I can collapse it down. I mean, all I have to do is find a fire extinguisher and put those flames out. I can rekindle them. It's the Ashbringer. It is powered by the flames of hatred of heresy. And also justice. I think we dropped that first bit when we're selling it to the kiddies in the streets, but it's besides the point. We don't tell them about nicking the small change either. Okay. Ren. They're all dead, mostly. Your cavalry is back. What's next?
You have my attention.
Okay.
Stand true.
She speaks my language. Money, money, money. Right, use the collaborators' robes in Mordrathar to discover what secrets lie within.
We shall prevail.
Okay. If I can manage not to vomit halfway there. We did get the bloodstains out of the robes, didn't we? And patch up the holes, and the scorch marks, and all the other damage. Well, we're going to find out pretty quickly. Head over to Mordrathar, pull on the robes, and... well, let's see what there is to see. And what there is to see starts with giant undead plague zombies. That's always a good way to begin. Alright, one inner sanctum. This looks convincing. Hello? Ah yes, robes. Hello, fellow zombies. I am here to help put your arm back on. Really, I know it itches, but that is no way to do these things. Thank you. Proper decorum must be observed. Now we just need to slip past all the Shadow Stalkers because you just know those guys are going to blow my cover. Do not allow this to happen again. What happened? Hello, my life is but a small set. Oh, you have no idea how right you are. Alright, touchy, touchy. Ignore the fact that I am wearing judgment braces under my robes. And don't ask where I hid the sword. Hello, zombie neophyte. No, you all want to die. Fine, well, I'm sure we can oblige. Oh, that looks like trouble. A dark Valkyr? Yeah, that's the kind of thing I don't want to get involved with, but I'm not getting a choice, am I? Hi. Alright. Neil!
His power rising, his chains broken. The remaking has begun.
This sounds mildly ominous.
The hour draws near when the banished one shall reclaim what is his.
Yeah.
Comes for the soul of this world. Make ready! Feed the lives of the unworthy to the hungering maw.
Okay. Just the usual run of cultist insanity and everything else then. Yeah, the news is rather unsettling. Whatever the banished one intends to accomplish, it must not come to pass, and there appears to be a new type of plague. Well, it would be a shame if something happened to their unholy and vile science, wouldn't it? Funny how all of these accidents seem to happen when we're around. Alright, let's see. Oops. Looks like somebody left this lid unlocked. That's a shame. Hurl the barrel. Highly unstable. Seek assistance before use. What? You mean like this? Ah. Apparently tossing plague into plague causes no plague. I'm starting to think that this is less science and more we're just making it up as we go along and relying on magic to get us out of any holes we might be in. Can we have an explosion? Come on, it's not a good quest if it doesn't end with a giant explosion and also a sense of direction. Skid round this chap. Ghost, whichever. Hey guys, this is a great plague you've got here. I'm gonna help ya. I don't know. What have I done? I've thrown a barrel of something into a cauldron of something else. It hasn't exploded, therefore the science is inadequate. We must try more science. Happily, there's a third cauldron over here. Ah. What do you mean, oaf? Well, we have temporarily sabotaged the giant green cauldrons of goop with more barrels of glowing green goop. Can I help myself to one of those barrels on the way out? It looks like the kind of thing you could have some very, very illegal and possibly heretical fun with. They're probably immune to it anyway. But actually, no, they probably aren't immune to it because, yeah, joining the cult of the damned is not exactly a career move with long-term survival prospects. Anyhow, back to the Iron Wall Rampart. And then, no doubt, we'll be coming back here to, what's the phrase? Oh, yes, drop the hammer. Or in this case, drop the giant flaming sword, but the end result is about the same. Okay, Ren. We know what's going on, and it is not good.
I serve.
Of course I came back unharmed. It's what I do. And yeah, oh yeah, we learned. We learned quite a lot. And he is behind the Scourge's return. And the undead are massing outside Ike's Crown in great numbers and goes scouting on the Hippogriff. Can I point out that the last time you sent your Hippogriff riders out, they all got captured, several got slaughtered, and bad stuff generally happened.
You failed to prevent the spread of the scourge. This camp may be lost. Do what you can to buy us time.
Do I get bombs? Please tell me I get bombs. It would be nice if I got bombs. The badly mauled Hippogriff is not an encouraging sign, but hey, let's go! Go, ye heroes, go and die, though we die in combat glory, as the old song goes. Ah, hello, dragon. Hello? Hello? Fly faster, it's on R6. Oh, never mind. It's not interested. And it looks like the local flak's getting a bit up as well. No, maybe not. Their air defense system really is shockingly bad. All they really need are a couple of ballistae, and this whole thing would get very, very messy indeed. I mean, they've even got rapid response aircraft going.
Another defiant
Well, rapid response gargoyles that aren't responding rapidly or otherwise.
You too will serve the banished one.
Oh, hi.
Death will be the only power that remains.
What, you're telling me we don't even get the unlimited rice pudding? What a bummer. Okay. When I said drop the hammer, I wasn't expecting to be quite so little, but who cares?
I need a target.
Alright. Grab that one. Send in the heavies. Let's see if that actually does anything. In the meantime, hammers! Well, pretty much for everyone, but that's just how we go. Chucky chucky hammer, chucky chucky hammer. Or maybe not, since we're out of range. Try and get some of the close ones then. Hey boys! Little bit of aerial bombardment.
You show promise, like the others.
Well, that's only mildly worrying. Fine. Keep hammering and get that gargoyle off my 6. Looks like the air defense grid finally woke up. Or maybe it didn't. Interesting that he RTB'd immediately. I really don't know how a gargoyle could hit either Winchester or Bingo. But apparently they can. Maybe he just needed to recover some mana.
Yes, you will make a fitting prize.
I get the impression I just accidentally passed a job interview. Then again, the entirety of Lich King was an extended job interview until we turned around and said, well, until Terralion turned around and said no. Actually, no, it wasn't Terralion, was it? It was Fordring. Sorry, it's been a while and there's been quite a lot of bloodshed, violence and NPCs in between. It was Fordring that declined the Lich King's employment offer on our behalf. Violently. Okay, good news. We have found a giant dark Valkyr. Unfortunately, we didn't kill it.
The crusade stands ready.
So, defeat Herald Dalora to unlock continued effort. Okay, let's do this.
We do not fully understand the power of this being.
Look, you kick its head in hard enough.
Signal our allies and we shall bring this monster down together.
What you mean is, we'll bring in the friendly ads, they'll all die and I'll take the glory and the credit after killing her myself. That's how these things normally go. Hello? Giant Scourge Valkyr thing? Oh good. Mind if I jump in? No? Yes? Well, you're a bit too late to object anyway. Well, don't stand in that circle. The circle is almost... Oh.
Stop his victory.
Nice of you lot to show up. Still, the light triumphs. And, yeah, that would probably be a smart move. I mean, it kind of looks like a Valkyr, but, well, very scourged up. Okay, let's go back, take the credit, and more to the point, pick up the payout. I feel obliged to note that thus far no one has yet seen fit to point out the giant hole in the sky. Maybe next week. Maybe. Or maybe not. Maybe it's just one of those things that they're assuming is so obvious that nobody feels the need to point it out. It wouldn't be the first time. They just leave it to you to realise, yes, there is in fact a giant hole in the sky and we don't know where it goes. Also, we didn't even know that was actually possible because we thought the upper atmosphere was, well, you know, gas, not ice. It's one of those little assumptions about physics that you make and then it turns out to be horribly wrong. Things like phlogiston, ether. Anyone can make a mistake, am I right?
I serve.
Okay, money, commendations, and the continued effort dailies.
We shall prevail.
And with hope in hand, we are heading back to the Argent Tournament grounds and then taking the quick hop back to Stormwind City. Okay, well, it looks like we are taking the ride, and we also need to go break stuff in Alduthar as one of the dailies. And it would be really nice if they made this an area and air traffic zone. What am I complaining about? It's only a few days. Apparently they did in fact come from behind. But I'm faster than him, so yeah, nah, can't catch me. Especially if you keep stopping to use breath attacks, mate. One of the fundamental rules of World of Warcraft. Generally, you ain't casting if you're moving. Makes life so much easier. Unless you need to cast and move, in which case, yeah, you're boned. Or at least somebody is boned. Maybe you, maybe the tank. Depends if you're a healer or not. So, hop on over. Past the area of former boss remashing. I'm sure one of them will turn up shortly enough. They've been yelling their heads off fairly repeatedly. Down to the tournament grounds, check in with the mage, get a hop back to Stormwind and check in with Gen. Hi, can I hitch a lift, please?
Good luck, friend.
Be appreciated. You know, you could really set up a permanent two-way portal here. It would help. Then again, maybe this one will stick. You never know. Yoink! And, yep, looks like it has in fact stuck. Also, the area is currently suffering a slight zombie problem, which is why Lightsoak Messenger, we found the Blightcaller, yes. Nathanos is up in the Eastern Plaguelands. So, we'll head over there and, well, kick his head in as well. That's just how these things roll, really. Okay, as for the rest, that's Blingtron. Let's go check in with Gen, then we'll swing up to the Plaguelands and, well, crash, bang, wallop, thud, owie, Paladin-like teamwork. Paladin also like loot, which, let's face it, is primarily why we're doing it. Although Nathanos is such a smug git that I probably would do it for free just for the satisfaction of kicking his head in. Gen, hi. We actually have no clues about Anduin. Why is there a dead... what happened here?
All I do for Gilneas.
Okay, what have we got?
Stand strong.
Death Rising, feat of strength is complete.
If they aren't being held in Icecrown, it can only mean that the Banshee has taken them into the realms of death.
Well, guess where we're going next week.
Until they are found. Work with our allies to keep the Scourge at bay. We cannot allow that menace to overrun our kingdoms. I'll send word to the Knights of the Ebon Blade. If anyone can devise a strategy to rescue our friends, it's Bolvar Fordragon. When the hour comes, we will call upon you to face the darkness and bring our allies home.
If your plan involves dying, Gen, I want a veto. Also, the hour in question will be at 2300 Universal Coordinated Time this Monday, the 23rd. Because Blizzard is based in... well, it was based in Paris last I checked. They are 1 hour ahead of the UK. They are going live officially midnight on the 24th. I'm in the UK, so thanks to the magical time zones, I am simultaneously going live at the same time and 1 hour earlier. just to make things more confusing than is strictly necessary. There will be a live stream, twitch.tv/Yusrol, and I will be joined, assuming everything pans out, by the one and only gnomish overlord himself. Yes, the mighty Jingles will be joining me as we go a Viking through the lands of the dead. I wonder if we'll get to kill the monks on this one. And here we are at the Eastern Plaguelands and the Old Maris Stead, where Nathanos Blightcaller is currently subject to what can best be described as a... oh. Well, this looks like it might be a touch unpleasant. Oh well, what could possibly go wrong here?
Well, well, well. If it isn't Azeroth's mightiest champions.
Hello, you smug git. We're here to kill you.
Congratulations. You've managed to track me to the most unlikely of places. My very own home.
We did work it out, yes.
Seeking retribution for all the bad things I've done, I suppose. How
Yep.
frightfully predictable.
What can I say? We're nothing if not consistent.
Let's get on with it, shall we?
Yep. And let the stomping commence. Don't stand in the green stuff. Don't stand in the clouds. Don't stand in, well... yeah, he is not in the mood to take prisoners.
Stand and face me, coward!
How about no?
See you cowering there.
So yeah, dump the green where it goes somewhere relatively safe. He gets 2 dogs as ads, and you should also probably be pulling on all your heals, etc. as best you can. I just have to remember where I left them all. Also, I do have absorbs. Unfortunately, because he is a rage boss, if you dump Plague onto his position, you will make life very, very awkward for all the melee DPS, and they will not like you for it. Dogs can be stunned, which does help a little. Unfortunately, since they are Plague Hounds, I think they can also... well, he can restart them, I suppose. Yikes! Okay, bubble out of that, and heal again. Oh, sod off. Where did Lay on Hands go? What? Plague. This is why I like playing a paladin. You have to kill us about 5 separate times. Dump this a safe distance away from Naffy. Get out of the way and get back to killing him. And if you do happen to die, well, just head on back, which I suppose explains the pile of skeletons.
I see you cowering there.
Yeah. Lay on Hands, thank you. Dodge the Clazzos. Looks like he dumps those on the furthest targets away. Then run away again, because Plague on melee will make you unpopular. And also get clear of everything else. Maintain Splash. Dump a Word of Glory, just quickly heal me and everyone else. And rinse and repeat until he dies. Or at least until his health goes low enough that it actually triggers the cutscene that finishes off the fight. Well, he's a equal opportunities murderer. I don't think he resummoned dogs, actually, so that helps considerably. And otherwise, just... oh, maybe he does resummon the dogs. Okay, that is mildly problematic. Yep, he resummons the dogs if you take them down. So you might be better off just crowd controlling those. But let's face it, everyone's... yeah. Probably best off just piling into the Nathanos himself and then crowd controlling the zombies if you can. Plague Fang does fixate, it seems, so he is relatively easy to deal with, and so does Blightcaller. Chuck in a stun. Let's see if Repentance works on him. Nope, invalid target, so I don't imagine any of the other CCs work either. But Doggy goes down, and Nathanos continues to take a solid beating. Seriously, do not dump the green stuff on the melee, because nobody in the melee DPS classes will thank you for it. Alright, let's try not to die, shall we? Smashy, smashy, smug git. Smashy, smashy, smug git. Charge up. Fire across there. You're welcome, I guess. Also, if there is PvP live on the server, do be careful, because PvP does, you can accidentally flag yourself and then accidentally murder a horde and then accidentally start the 5th war. But once he's down to about 10% health, stuff happens.
Is this the best you can do?
Never ever ask that question, Nathanos.
Now it's getting interesting.
Perks of being undead, I suppose. Okay. She's a bit hacked. Also a bit of a badass.
Your power has grown.
Where is she?
With him, of course. In the darkest place.
Why does everyone need to be so
Along with
pointlessly
every soul
cryptic?
burnt ash in your precious tree.
Where is she?
Go on. Kill me. You'll send me right to my lady. Beyond the veil, she shattered. Oh, Tyrande. High priestess. Night warrior. Completely powerless to stop the coming.
Apparently quite a dab hand with a razor edge blade as well. And of course, when you're done, there is loot to be had. Level 115, so nice. That will do nicely, I think. Although, yep, it is a bit of an improvement on my current smashy stick. No haste, but I won't argue some extra DPS. So, back to Stormwind. Turn in that, and then we are pretty much done, except for one final footnote in Borealis. That final footnote is that if you happen to be still chasing a last bit of 115 gear or thereabouts to get yourself a boost, the Battle for Darkshore is currently in the Alliance siege state. And there is the weekly, well, rotating quest, it's not exactly weekly, for it, which will give you a 115 piece of random gear. If you do need to stock up for whatever reason, it's going to be obsolete in a week anyway, but hey, every little helps. So, absolute last thing to tackle is to head back to Stormwind and get paid for offing Nathanos. That smug git who deserved every single thing he got. And again, bonus, we got the Blightcaller.
For country, for family.
And also for loot. Until Monday, ladies and gentlemen.
A pity I wasn't there to help end him. At long last, one of the architects of the Fourth War has been brought to justice.
Hooray!
I envy Tyrande for landing the killing blow. Though I fear it did little to bring her peace. The power within her seems to be growing stronger, more insistent.
I'm sure that won't come back to bite us.
We must find where she's taken Anduin, Jaina, and the others. Do not relent, champion. Bring them home.
And that wraps things up until the launch of Shadowlands. So, until then, ladies and gentlemen, Monday, 2300 Universal Coordinated Time, twitch.tv/Yuzzel to join me for the launch stream that I'll be doing. Farewell.